Hey team, Alex Swinson here. Hey, thanks for joining me today. I want to talk about the new transfer rule that was just adopted by the NCAA this past week and an update on the dead period, which is good news for us because this summer is going to be the most important summer for recruiting that there has ever been. I talk about this in my college recruiting academy and I go into in a personal detail. I have a couple spots open. If you're interested, comment down below or email me. But this summer is going to be more important than ever. And I want to make sure that we're setting ourselves up for success. So we're going to dive into that to make sure what we're doing right now is going to optimize our recruiting for this summer. But before we dive in, if you get anything from this video, please select that like button and subscribe. I put out a weekly video. All right, let's get into it. Let me ask you a question. What are you doing right now to get the most out of your recruiting process, to get the most out of this summer? Because it's important, okay? Think about that real quick. And if your answer is, hey, I'm playing for a summer team, I'm going to be traveling, doing showcases, and somebody will just find me, okay? I'm leaving this to chance. If you have that mindset or that's your answer, let me help you, okay? We need to be proactive in this, okay? Do not sit back and just think that this all is going to happen, because that's how it happens when you look up at senior year and you don't have a place to go to school to play, which is what you ultimately want to be doing if you're watching this, okay? So what can we be doing right now? Well, hey, if you don't have a school list, you need to create a school list right now. Reach schools, target schools, safe schools, okay? And be realistic with your skill set and understand what these schools are looking for, because that's super important, okay? Have a recruiting video. Make sure your recruiting video is on point with the correct angles. It's not over 3 minutes, because these coaches do not want it over 3 minutes. And trust me, I talk to these college coaches almost on a daily basis, okay? Have your summer schedule. Summer schedule is so important. And then have an email that you can send out, okay? And have that email short and concise and have a good subject line. That is what you can be doing right now to get the most out of your summer and your recruiting process, okay? Because having that contact and having that personal touch and being proactive of sending, hey, coaches, this is my video, this is where I'm going to be, can help you so much and speed up this process. So if you have any questions about that, please comment down below, email me, whatever it is. I want to help you as much as I can to set yourself up for success going through this. But hey, let's get into the new transfer rule and the new dead period timeline. The old transfer rule was if you requested to transfer from school to another school, that you had to sit out a whole year and lose a whole year of eligibility, which is just devastating for your college career because each year is so valuable. You only have 4 years of eligibility to play, okay? And this prevented 99.9% of the student athletes from transferring because, again, just that 1 year is so valuable. But now the NCAA just adopted and passed that you have a one-time transfer rule, okay? So throughout those 4 years, you can transfer one time. You can't transfer multiple times, 3 times, or anything. It's one time, which I think is healthy, okay? I think it's super important to make sure that you're doing your homework and that you're going to the right school, that you can prevent this, because logistically it's a nightmare to transfer because of all the reasons that you probably can think of, from going to this school and going to this school in a different city, town, state, across the country, and you got to get adapted to the team. There's just all these different things that logistically can be a nightmare. But I do think it is a good option to have for whatever reason you need to have that. For an example would be, hey, a D2 player wants to transfer and has an opportunity to play at the D1 level. That is fantastic, because in the past you would have to sit out a year. Now you can play, okay, which is great. And there's a lot of great talent, especially now with everything going on. A lot of the 2021s going D2s and D3s. There's a lot of good talent that I can see potentially getting transferred up if they do well enough, okay? And they're not going to be able to sit out a year. So overall, I think it's a good option to have, but you don't want to lean on it. It is a last option for specific reasons that, again, you can think of, whether it's financially, grades, scholarship, or transferring from D2, and biggest thing is coaches change. So if a coaches change, that might signal that you want to transfer. Hey, that could happen as well. All right, let's get into the dead period. The dead period is officially going to be over. This is a big deal. The NCAA D1 Council just announced that on June 1, coaches, college coaches are going to be able to come watch you play. They're going to be able to invite you to campus and give you a personal tour and hopefully gets to that point as well. That's ultimately what we're going for. But they haven't been able to do that in over a year, since March 13th, 2020, as I'm sure you've heard about this dead period and maybe you just didn't know what all that meant. And that's why I've been saying that this summer is the most important summer that we have in our recruiting process. Whether you're a junior or frankly, you're a sophomore and you're starting this recruiting process, this is going to be a big deal because these coaches are pumped up to be out there recruiting June 1 because they haven't been able to truly recruit since March 13th. So, hey, if you have any questions about the dead period, about the new transfer rule, or about the recruiting process for you personally in general, comment down below. I will answer the comment, email me, whatever you need to do. I want to help you through this journey. So if you got anything from this video, please click that like button and subscribe. I'm going to put out another video next week and another video after that, and it's going to be about recruiting, about how to improve your game on or off the field. All right, until next time.